Hi everyone, I am joined today with Katie Cutshall. Katie, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. It seems like you're having a great job. Is that Maui I see in the background? What
Mm.
island right now?
This is actually in New Zealand. This is in Peacock Beach in New Zealand.
Oh
It
wow,
keeps me
that's
inspired.
yeah, that's right. Awesome background. Have you been there before or something you're aspiring to go to?
No, we actually spent most of the year, my partner and I spent most of the year there. We were van lifers and spent most of the year traveling in a van and working on different sustainable farms and permaculture
Wow.
environments and learning how to live a little bit more sustainably.
Yeah, wow. That's incredible. I'm sure everyone would love to hear more about that, but we'll maybe save that for another time. So
No problem.
Katie, you're a real estate agent in North Carolina, and whereabouts in North Carolina do you do most of your real estate work?
Sure. I'm in the Triangle area, so I work mostly in Wake County. I'm based in Southern Wake. I live in Cary, and most of my business has been centered in Cary and Apex. I also have clients who are investors, and while Durham has been a great place to invest for a long time, people are starting to look beyond that and outward. So I actually have investors that work in Lee County and Sanford, that is south of Wake.
Gotcha. Awesome, awesome. And how long have you been doing real estate specifically in North Carolina?
I've been in North Carolina for 2 years as a realtor, and it was brand new, not the industry, the area. So it was a very big shift from Northern Virginia, where I'm from.
Hmm.
The just in general, the culture and the community in this area, I love it. It's such a warm and welcoming area. People are friendly and smile at you, even behind the masks. So it's a great place to be.
That's great. I mean, going into a new place and a lot of real estate agents and their business relies on people that they know and people that they have a relationship with. So, tell me a little bit about that. When you came to North Carolina, what were you said it was warm and welcoming, so I'm sure you met a lot of people. But tell me about getting in North Carolina and finding people to help them achieve their real estate goals. Was that difficult? What did you have to do? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually didn't know anyone. We have I through my partner, he has a little bit of family south of here, um, but I have a history of being a nomad, and I have moved across the country, across the world, multiple times in my life. So I sort of consider myself an expert in relocation and how to integrate quickly into an environment, whether you want to be holed away in the woods, in a very private situation, or if you want to be really involved in the community. Community is really important to me. So the way that I the way I presented myself was essentially my background was in teaching. And I started as a tutor while I was getting my license and was able to learn the area very quickly that way, and just sort of learn how, the different dynamics of this is a rapidly changing area. And we have a lot of transplants from different parts of the country, and because of our technology and medical facilities and companies here, there's a lot of international relocation, and that's kind of who I connect easily with. I know what it's like to land in a culture that
Yeah.
you don't understand. You might not even know the language, and I networked with businesses, small businesses, and local nonprofits. I actually do an ongoing series that's called Community Highlights, where I'll just interview people. I want to know. I love talking to other entrepreneurs. I want to know why they're passionate about something and what motivates them to get up in the morning and be excited about their day. And I feel like it comes off that way, and
Sure.
people are eager to share and talk about that, and it fills my bucket. So
That's great. That's great. And on that note, why are you passionate about real estate, Katie? Why choose real estate as a career?
real estate fits into my life vision very well, as in it is a method to pursue freedom. Whether you are an agent and you can, pursue financial freedom and understand the investment process, but as a homeowner as well, it's one of the few remaining ways to build generational wealth and freedom through that capacity. So my background is in freedom through education, through nutrition, through artistic expression, and real estate just came, and it was sort of a no-brainer. It was like, here's the next sort of like the big girl path to freedom,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's really cool. That's really awesome, Katie. And so, I mean, being North Carolina, being around all these people, helping people achieve their real estate goals, why go to you versus anyone else? I'm sure there's a lot of other real estate agents that do a good job, but what about you makes you unique, and why should people listen to you and work with you?
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, since you mentioned it, like I work in an office with some just amazing people. Everyone is so incredibly generous. I guess one of the great things, if you were to work with anyone at our firm, everyone collaborates. I mean, of course, private information is kept private, but we're all, even independent agents, we all operate as a team. If there's something that we haven't encountered, because every single is just, it can go wild. There are things that are completely unexpected.
Yep.
But I suppose in terms of myself, there's not going to be anyone else who's going to, I feel like this is cliche, but who is going to care and invest as much. It's, as a perfectionist, as a type A, I want to get things right, and I don't go to sleep unless it's right. It doesn't work. It doesn't click in my head. And in addition, I love working with people who maybe they have no idea if they want to buy or sell or continue renting or whatever. Everyone is on a different path, and I love accompanying anyone on their path, regardless where they're going. So for me, I'm not someone to pressure. I'm not someone to call you 10,000 times. That's not how I work. Like if we're meant to be together, if we're meant to work well together, it's going to happen. But I'm always an open book. So I guess that's one reason I'm approachable, I suppose.
Yeah, awesome. I can definitely hear it in your voice that you're serious about what you say and you mean it. So, Katie, before I let you go, I want to pull up your Facebook page. This is where people can check you out. You can go to Katie Cutshall Realtor in the / or just search her on Facebook. Awesome little sign there you got. Doing a lot of videos. Do you do a lot of videos on here somewhat?
I do. So in addition to the community highlights, which honestly, those interviews have slowed during COVID. It's obviously, it's hard to have an intimate conversation because I like to meet people in person. I'm definitely an in-person person. So it's hard. It's hard to do that. But I did, about 2 months ago, I started doing Wednesday walkthrough where I'll visit a different new construction community. Because I've been working with so many people who are out of state, and they may not even visit the state a single time before they purchase or before they at least put down their deposit. So I'm constantly doing, FaceTime or whatever that one is for non-iPhone people. But
We can tell where you use lie with your phone.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm loyal. It's just like once you get ingrained, it's really hard to switch off, and that's another topic.
Yeah.
But in general, like going to the homes and showing you like, okay, let's look under the sink. Let's see if there's been anything leaking. Is there any indication of softness around the back of the toilet? That kind of thing. Like can I zoom in for you? And when I went to new construction, because we have such a low inventory of resales in our market, many of my clients have been going new construction. And to be able to preview communities before ever entering the state, so you get a feel like, okay, I like the way this one is laid out. I like the way these homes are positioned or what have you. And then we can also eliminate things. So
Sure.
I'll go each Wednesday, I will visit a different new construction community, meet the on-site agents, find out what stage they're in, and then do a walkthrough of their model so you can get an idea for the style and the finishes.
That's great. That's great. I love that idea. Katie, thanks for joining today. And
Sure.
yeah, thanks.
My
And
pleasure.
see you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye.